Each part is called Great People, Great Company, Great Investors. In this first part, you introduce the overall process, and there's a big number of things that really resonated with me. But one of the areas that I liked is that you introduce a number of people that have used the approach to great effect. I'm wondering, is there one or more that really jump out to you in your mind at the moment as we're talking that is worth sharing as an example?
Yeah, one of the most inspiring things for me about being part of this community is you kind of seeing these stories every single day, the challenge is always recency bias. So like the stories I heard yesterday that strike me as the most amazing ones. Yeah, I mean, we've got so I'm trying to remember what the stories in the book were. I think one of the most interesting stories in the book is about an American retired entrepreneur called Dr. Keith Cantor,
Right.
who watched one of my webinars, and he reached out to me and said, look, what you're doing sounds wonderful. I'd love to join, but I'm probably too old. And what's interesting about that is, having brought kind of 150 people into the program, everyone that I talk to has a reason that they think it won't work for them. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm the wrong gender. I'm the wrong race. I haven't got enough experience. So everyone's got something. And yet none of those things have proven to be true. It all comes down to attitudinal. What Keith did was he joined the program in, I think, June of last year. In July, so within weeks of joining, he was offered a chair of a private company, and within 2 more months, he was sitting on the boards of two other private companies, so 3 private companies in total. Now Keith is, like I said, he'd been a successful entrepreneur. He was well connected, but he also thinks in terms of, how do I add more value? So, and this is really kind of, you'll see that theme all the way through the book, is it's all about how do you add value. And so one of the things he did was he started blogging on LinkedIn every week, talking about what he was doing and trying to share his knowledge with more people so that they could do this. And someone from an S&P, an HR director from an S&P 500 company, so one of the biggest companies in the world, if I said the name, everyone would know it. They reached out to him and they said, look, we've seen your blog. We'd like to talk to you. We'd like to interview you about a board position. Now, it wasn't the top board. It was a second tier board that they have. And so he did that interview, and they offered him $168,000 a year to join their board. And he turned them down because he was already making so much money and having so much fun with small private companies that the pain of going and sitting on a PLC board, even for one of the biggest companies in the world, just wasn't worth it. So yeah, it's incredible how quickly. So all of that happened within 4 months. Like, he turned down the offer, I think literally 4 months to the day of joining the program. So it can happen incredibly quickly. And like I say, we kind of get these stories every day. We have a YouTube channel full of members sharing their journeys, and it's it is that kind of high performing environment, because what it does, and I kind of joke about this, but it's a little bit serious, is they're all outperforming me. Like, hang on, you're getting better offers than I'm getting. But when everyone around you is getting offers at board seats and putting together deals, and you're kind of like, wow, yeah, this is just a cool place to be.
Yeah.
It's worrying.
Yeah.